Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Wildcats offense will have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Got a man, it's Gilmore. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
So South Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. It's complete to the left. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Got his man quickly. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll go up top on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback will keep it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. To throw, it's Knight. Caught, close to the marker, it's Clark. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? A designed run for the quarterback. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like breaks into the open.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room, it's Wilcox. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. End off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air. It's Marshall. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Just keeps slinging it. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And the defense drags him down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He has the first and still on his feet. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Kentucky. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? A run for the quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
QB draw. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Marshall.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Grab behind the line, it's Thomas.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Bring in the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He lobs one high down the left side.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my...
Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Pressure coming. Slithers into space. He continues to fight for yards. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodriguez. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilcox. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. The give on the inside. Nice move to keep running. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kentucky going quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to pass, it's Marshall. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.